I hope you're enjoying this little series, and I hope I'm giving you like decent information. So this next video is going to be on third year and finishing in, well, and graduating in COVID. So we started third year, great. It was very stressful, actually, I'm not gonna lie. My mum went into brain surgery, and that was when my mental health dropped drastically. It was a struggle knowing that my mum was going into brain surgery, could have possibly died. She had seizures through her surgery, and obviously she could not contact me, so I did not know what's going on. Being away from home and being away from my mum when she was going through that was incredibly hard and really affected my training. I was so all over the place. You could tell me one thing and I'd just burst into tears for no reason. I'd have many various panic attacks, and I'd struggled so much throughout that time. I finished second year and completed my practical in DDE, so that was something that then stopped throughout third year. I didn't do weekends anymore, so I stuck with the weekdays, which was perfect because third year just became even more stressful, so I did not need that extra DDE day or week that we did. So yeah, starting third year was a struggle with that going on at home. The teachers did know, but they didn't really know how to go about it, some of them. I didn't really want to be treated in any different way because it just reminded me of the situation at home. I was happy that teachers would treat me the same, and then if I was getting upset, they knew exactly why. That was tough starting third year like that because, as people know, third year is incredibly hard and incredibly stressful. Obviously, I did not do the whole of third year due to COVID. We managed to do our first production, so we did our devised. If you don't know what a devised is, it's something that you create yourself as depending on what group you're in. Third year we did the same as second year, but obviously a different devised. So our in-house musical theatre was Leonard Bernstein. We did that right at the beginning. Literally, we came back into third year and started. We started it a week before anybody else and used that week to create and start this devised. Yeah, so we managed to do that. And the third year, as you know, I'm not sure if it's the same in every college, but it is your performance year. And out of the whole year, we did one performance, and we were meant to do about 6. We were meant to do our devised, our musical, fashion show, our cabaret, our final musical grad show, and our main show. We did our devised. Oh, and did we do Rent? All the years merge into one, I actually can't. So yeah, third year, we only did Leonard Bernstein. Bernstein, I have to look that one up. Yeah, so we did our devised musical in like November or something. Didn't prepare for anything. We're meant to do our cabaret, but we didn't have time for that. And then we came back after Christmas. We were meant to do our fashion show, but they stopped doing that. And then we did 5 weeks preparation to do our acting piece. And this was the first time I had 2 parts, which I was really excited to show off. We put together a play called Road, which already exists, and this is the one thing that really changed from second year to third year. The acting. We didn't do a lot of theatre acting, which was a little bit annoying, but we did a lot of film and TV acting, which was very helpful, and I wish we got it earlier. We learnt a lot, and it's something I then became interested in as well as voiceovers and stuff. So that was very informative to me. Yeah, but anyway, so we did the play. We were literally about to put it on, and we had rehearsals on Monday. The next day we were meant to go into actual rehearsals on stage. It was in a studio, but we were meant to do that. They literally had the stage set up, they put all of the backdrop on, the lights up, and Move It lot got invited upstairs for a little meeting. And everyone was obviously discussing what that meeting was about, and of course they came out and said that Move It is cancelled due to COVID-19. Then we all had ups and downs of, oh, maybe the college is shutting, because we were literally the only college left open. Everybody else had been told to go home. So we were the maybe out of 3 of the colleges left open, we were one of them. On the Monday afternoon, we were just in between, we were in the middle of rehearsals, got a notification on our phone saying everyone needs to come in to the meeting today at 2. So we were all getting ready, it was literally 5 minutes to 2. We all went over and we got told that we're closing. And originally we got told we were closing for about 4 weeks and then we'll see from there. So we literally were just about to put on our play, which I finally got a part for. I was very excited to show off what I could do, and I couldn't do that, which was really unfortunate. Everyone that knows me and like did the play with me knew that that was my #1 part. I loved it. It wasn't a big part, it was just a bit of me. Yes, we got told, and then everyone got to leave apart from us, the MTs. And then we got told what our grad show would be. So we all got given parts. Obviously didn't get a great part because never get a great part. Anyway, so we got our parts given out and I was just devastated that we couldn't do this play. This was the one thing I just wanted to do. I was thinking, a week, you could have literally just 1 more week, that's all we needed, 1 more week. Or it was very upsetting. It was very upsetting. And then obviously we didn't say goodbye because we were expected to come back. They said that we might come back in 4 weeks, so we didn't say goodbye to anyone. We packed our stuff up and went back to our student houses. Then from there I stayed there for about a week and then came home. And then 4 weeks later we heard nothing from college. And obviously we got put into lockdown. So when I went home after the week we got told, maybe it wasn't a week, maybe it was about 5 days. I stayed for 5 days more in my student house, packed some of my stuff up, literally packed for about 4 weeks, and came home, stayed here for about 4 weeks. When I came home, it was the day after that we got put into lockdown. Then we were in lockdown for the next 4 weeks until we heard from college and said, right, we're going to go on to online. We then spent the next 14 weeks doing classes in our bedrooms. And I can say it was the most draining 14 weeks of my life. The first couple of weeks I was like, okay, I can handle this. And then it just got like, there's only so much time you can spend in your bedroom dancing. After a while, I couldn't jump, I couldn't turn, because my floor was wrecking my knees. So I stopped doing that and I felt like I wasn't improving, or I was losing it, or I was just not feeling it. Like I was just doing it because I had to do it. It wasn't the best ending to the year because, well, our grad show first was, we were then given all main roles and split between different people. And we had to do our performance online live. So we had to do a dance piece, which we performed live but also recorded before. We then performed an acting piece, which was very hard because we had to record each other over Zoom. So I would record everybody else's lines and just have my lines on mute, so that when I recorded on camera, I had to time my lines in between, which was very hard because most of the time I was filming, I was focusing on trying to get my lines in time with the recording. And then we had to do a singing, dancing piece, which we pre-recorded our vocals and then danced and mimed the vocals on camera with our vocals in the background. So it's not exactly a grad show that we wanted, but I mean, it's not the college's fault, there's nothing they could have done, but it was the most draining 14 weeks of my life. By week 4, I was like, get me out of here. And I think the worst part is there was no communication throughout it all. We were just in our bedrooms on our own, all of us going absolutely crazy, everyone getting migraines and headaches from staring at a screen 24/7. Without college, I would have been incredibly bored, but it was a lot. It was a lot. It did keep me going, but it also, I was just going because I had to. It wasn't something I enjoyed. And it was ruining my knees, it was hurting my back, it was just an effort. Everything was an effort. It was nice to see my friends online, like, I mean, everyone knows if you did Zoom, you'd text them and you'd see them respond on camera. It was very funny. Like, eventually we had bants with the teachers because they were just feeling the same. By like week 7, everyone was like, I'm so over this, like, it's so far. We're so close, but we're so far as well. The thing that did keep up was the acting and the singing. I did appreciate that they kept that going, and we had a singing lesson a week still and an acting lesson. However, it was hard to sing in the house for so long because, I mean, Wi-Fi was an issue. My brother and dad are both working. Luckily we have a big enough house to have our own rooms to be in, but I also had my brother afterwards being, I heard you doing this and I heard you warming up, and I was like, great, I'm so happy you can hear me sing every day. So yeah, it was tough. They did the best they could have. I think, of course, again, the mental health could have been higher up in their priorities, and communication could have been higher up in their priorities, because we got no communication throughout the whole of it, which, even if it was just we just wanted some information of what was going on, whether we were going back, which was very unlikely, but it would have just been nice to hear the voice of a teacher saying, look, we're not too sure what's going on, but we'll keep you updated. Same with graduation. They didn't tell us until the last week what was going on, and it would have been nicer earlier on just to hear something like that, just to hear, oh, we are thinking about it, but there's not much we can do, which is understandable. But in that state, you're just like, I just need someone to tell me something, anything, even if it's just, we don't know what's going on. So the lack of communication was very hard. And then also, without a grad show, we had nothing really to show any agents. So we were all doing vocal reels and show reels in lockdown. Again, was very hard to do that. Luckily for me, I had previous studio footage. But then with my vocals, I did have to do that in my back room. And then I've come out of college without an agent, which is hard, but I'm not complaining, because as long as I keep my training up, as long as I keep emailing agents, there's nothing more that I can do. I've got everything on my CV that I need, and obviously I need updating soon, but at the moment with COVID, it's literally impossible to, there's nothing going at the moment. There's not a lot of auditions going, so at the moment I'm not too stressed or worried about it. Once auditions start coming out, then I will be more stressed about it, but hopefully that's when agents will want to take more people on, when there is more auditions coming out, because at the moment, why would they take more people on when there's no auditions to send them to? So I completely understand that side, and I need to keep an open mind about that. Yeah, so that's the situation about COVID. It was very tough, and I know a lot of people struggled. The headaches weren't great, the stress wasn't great, the whole thing wasn't great, but I just kept reminding myself every day, like, it is what it is, there's nothing they can do, this is the most that they can do, they can't really give us much else. And it's sad that we could have ended on such a high as well. Like, we had a really good play to do, we had some two really good musicals to perform, and end of year show would have been fun to see what we get into, because both years we've only had 2 or 3 numbers, but this year would have been our year to have a lot more and to show ourselves off. So that would have been really interesting, but obviously there's no point dwelling on what's not happened, and I'm just looking forward to the future and what it's got to hold. Eventually this will come in our favour. We will be known for the year to graduate in 2020, which is exciting. At the time it was very hard and very stressful, but I'm out now. I'm continuing my training and I'm keeping my head up high, my positivity high as well. And I'm not gonna lie, this is the most positive and happy I have been for the past 3 years. Since coming out of college, I've just been more me. The freedom, I can do what I want when I want. I'm earning money, I am training hard, and I'm having a bit more of a social life. I'm just enjoying life now, and it's just a good feeling. So I'm gonna go now. The battery is flashing red. Please let me know if you enjoyed it, and please let me know if you'd like to hear anything else, or let me answer any questions, because I'll be happy to do that. If you're interested in having any guests on here, like other people from college, I would love to have other people here and talk about their situations, their experiences, because theirs will be different to mine. It would be very interesting. Please like, comment, subscribe and share this with your friends, and I hope you enjoyed this series. I will do another one if you enjoyed it and if you want to hear more, or if I've missed anything. So let me know, and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. See ya.